Dear God, benevolent beings of divine knowledge and grace, and Archangel Michael, please be with me as I channel these messages here today. Please make my messages clear, true, and concise, helpful, uplifting, and contain no lies. Archangel Michael, surround me with your wings of light and block off all energetic projections that are not for my highest timeline. And I ask that if anything baneful is sent, you direct it back with your sword of might and let them know that's not the play, okay? Kick them in the ass if they come for me and let them know it was sent for me directly. Amen. All right, welcome in, welcome in. We've hit that minute mark. Welcome in, witches, bitches, twats, and thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I am Karma's right hand. Good morning, grand rising. It is May 30th, and it's early, y'all. It's like 6:15, but I'm up. So let's have some coffee, and we'll get into a reading, shall we? Oh, man. I'm going to ring the bell. Headphone warning. All right. So let's shake up the dice and let's get right into a reading, you guys. It is Friday. All right, here we go. All right. First word out is left. Elvis has left the building. Left. Somebody left something behind. Somebody feels left behind. Somebody left their belongings, their purse, their wallet. Lion. The Lion of Judah. Care. Like Care Bears. Log. Somebody's keeping records like a driver's log, a sales log, a conversation log, like a tickler file. Something to return to at a later time, a reminder type of list. We're out of owls. Good morning, everybody. I'm so grateful that you're all here. It's super early, so you guys kick ass for hanging out with me in my morning face. Dinos. Somebody likes dinosaurs? Dinos. Out of vowels again. Grub. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. Somebody who's really hungry. Somebody wants to grub down. Somebody wants to have, like, I'm hearing some sort of feastivus. For no reason, just a spread. And we are out of vowels again. The dice are... Good morning, Lul. How are you? Did I say that right? I can't... Lucy, I can't see very well. That looked like L-O-E-L. I think I might need glasses, y'all. Shit. My pardons. Please forgive me for that. Gear. G-E-A-R. Somebody needs to get their shit together. They need to get their ass in gear. They need to put it in reverse. Somebody's gonna put their thing down, flip it, and reverse it. They're gonna get their shit in gear. Somebody needs to pack camping gear. Nothing out of that at all. Greet. Something about a meet and greet. Somebody wants to do a meet and greet. They need to get their ass in gear. Something about maybe, it's like I'm seeing somebody putting together street tacos. I'm seeing somebody put together like, on a black stone, like peppers and onions and stuff right now. And then I've got NC, got North Carolina here out of the dice. So everything that came out of the dice today, care, left, log, lion, grub, dinos, greet, gear, and North Carolina. And let's pull some out of the basket and see what they do. Get right to the tarot here in a little bit. All right, let's see what came out today. We have got a rune, Nowdies, for need or necessity. I will not be reading the book today. It's too dark in here for me to even be able to focus on small print. Sowilo, the sun, another rune. So somebody might need to find something to lighten up. They might need to go to a street fair. They might need to go out and get some grub, go to a meet and greet, get their ass in gear. They need to get outside. It's self-care. Violated by the professionals who were quote unquote supporting you. That's all too familiar. Adults tormenting a disabled adult is abuse. We've got the name Tim here. I licked it, so it's mine. Startled. Somebody has a mullet. And they're on Tumblr. Somebody named Tim with a mullet on Tumblr. This might be about you or for you. There's another rune in here. I see another blue card. Hagalaz, hail or air. All right, somebody's going to have some sort of tumultuous event. They really need to pay attention to some self-care. They need to get outside. They're going to lose their temper if they don't blow off some steam here. We've got somebody concerned about their finances. Fry. This could be baby fish. It could be somebody's going to fry for what they've done. And that could also be Fry from Futurama. Somebody's asking for leniency. Sensory deprivation tank. Massachusetts. A song by Ozzy Osbourne, Soul Sucker. Somebody has a flash temper when their authority is challenged. Rude. Right? Rude. Something about intimacy. Madame Marie Laveau, the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. And a song by Sun Real, Last Year. Somebody keeps switching lanes every time they steer. All right, we're going to pull out flash temper when their authority is challenged. Violated by the professionals who were supporting you. Adults tormenting a disabled adult is abuse. We're bringing Soul Sucker and Marie Laveau into this because the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans, somebody is really sucking the life out of another person. This could have been happening since last year. Okay. Somebody might be asking for leniency for the way they treated another person. They thought somebody was just rude. So they thought they could just treat somebody like shit. All right. They didn't think they had to care about anything other than what they wanted. Because they were in charge. They were the professionals. They were going to tell somebody else that they were rude. But this person is a disabled adult. Okay? Disabilities are invisible a lot of the time. We've got flash temper when their authority is challenged. I think that whoever these adults were professionals that were supposed to be supporting somebody did not like their tone. I believe that they felt that their authority was challenged. Like, we're going to tell you who you are, what you can do, because you're disabled here. But I don't think that this is the person to do this to. Let's start out with the tarot, you guys, and get right into it. All right, tell me about violated by the professionals who were supporting you. Care is here. The care team left this person in a loop. There is a log of how many times this person has been taken advantage of here. Tell me about violated by the professionals. Ooh, that's way too many. There's 4 cards there. We got the 6 of Cups, King of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. Do you see this de-escalation? Somebody's trying to de-escalate a situation here. All right? Somebody from the past, somebody that you know, somebody that is supposed to be part of your, a soulmate, a friend group, a support team, something along those lines. You're innocent in this situation. Whoever you are is somebody with a disability. This could be neurodivergence. This could be a physical disability. This could be a weight issue that prevents somebody from being able to fit in the same places that somebody else does because they're a supersized BBW or something like that. This could be somebody who it just has a different type of way of interacting with people. And even though this person is innocent, people assume they're rude, so they think that they can just, you know, do all kinds of horrible things. There's somebody trying to de-escalate the fact that they took money or destabilized another person. They misused their position of authority. They made some sort of financial decision here. And these are professionals who are supposed to be supporting somebody that were making financial decisions on their behalf in the negative here. And we've got somebody here that's saying that somebody's just rude, they're pessimistic, they're nasty, they're not responsible enough to handle this for themselves. But here's the deal. This person only needs to be able to hold on to what is theirs, and they can start something new for themselves. This person has goals and dreams and ambitions, opportunities. What I'm seeing with this run of pentacles, from the King to the Knight to the Page, somebody is desperately trying to de-escalate the fact that they just tormented a disabled adult. They stole from a disabled adult who could take care of themselves. They thought this person was naive. They thought this person was naive, but here's the deal. This person is extremely creative. This person here is artistic. They communicate differently, and it takes people aback. Bottom of the deck, Death card. This person is responsible for a transformation of some type in this group of professionals. I just heard, watch me whip. Somebody here is blowing the lid out of a group of, a group of professionals. Professional adults who are a support care team who are tormenting a disabled adult, making financial decisions or business decisions, or taking money from them, making sure they were unstable, saying this person wasn't responsible enough to handle their own situation, but this person's just a creative. They think different, they manifest different, they communicate different. And this is the last time that people are going to get treated this way by this group of professionals who are now begging and asking for leniency. We didn't know. Oh, now that we know what's wrong with you, now we can accept you. But we have to label you and put you in a box and check it all off and be able to have a checklist of how to be decent human beings to another human being that's different, because we can't just be decent. We have to be led by the nose. And now, we didn't know any better. We didn't know we weren't supposed to treat people like shit because we thought they were rude. We didn't know that when we're dealing with somebody who may think and act differently in a professional setting, when you're literally paid to support a disabled adult, that it's part of their disability. Oh, we missed that part, being professionals. Oh. Health in reverse. I can't make this shit up. The decisions that you made because you said somebody wasn't able to be responsible enough, the decisions you made financially to literally abuse a disabled adult, abuse their money, whatever they had coming. If it was $5 and you didn't think that they could handle that $5 at the dollar store properly, and you took it from them and gave them $3.75 and got $1.25 for yourself up there at the dollar store, you have abused this person because you were paid to support them. So if you say, I don't know, took $500 that they were supposed to get when they move into a place from a company like United Way, I don't know, there might be a log of things like that. These professionals say somebody has a flash temper. I think this person is tired of being disregarded by the professionals' success. This person is going to do whatever it takes to get proper care. This is definitely a healthcare situation. Health in reverse, money in reverse, a disabled adult, people taking money, violating this person, saying, well, they're rude. Well, maybe that's part of their medical makeup or their disability. But if you're professionals, you would know that, right? Oh, okay. Self-esteem in reverse. This person's rude. They think too highly of themselves. They're arrogant. They're stuck up. They think they're so much better than everybody else. They won't interact normally. Neurodivergence does that, dumbass. Wow. So on this magician, this person's creative. They give of themselves. These people were literally supposed to support this individual. They were in service to this individual as a professional, providing a service to this individual, but they just didn't like this person. So they were going to make sure that they abused this person. They stole from this person because the person was rude. They blocked a trust from somebody, some sort of, it's like an inheritance or a medical trust or a pension from somebody. Being professionals because this person couldn't handle it for themselves. They flash out when, we disregard them. They're rude. This person's going to get attention one way or another because they're being abused. It tends to happen. I mean, is the point to make them go away? Ooh, would that be professional? And that would kind of make it a conspiracy then, wouldn't it? Or no, a collaboration or organized crime. I think it would fall under a lot of that, depending on how creatively the law is applied, right? These people use their position to really destroy a disabled adult's life because this person is direct. They communicate differently. They manifest differently. We've got strength in reverse, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles. See, this person they may not have the physical capability with the strength in reverse or the capacity to maybe operate in regular society here. Maybe they can't work right. Maybe they can't maintain gainful employment, right? But this person still deserves to have a family, have love, have happiness, to have enough to, you know, shelter themselves, to be able to take care of their kids, their pets. Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Damn, dude. You're owed something here. And it may just be the truth, but somebody has to give something to you, whether it's clarity, whether it's an apology, whether it's something tangible that they have taken from you, whether it is access to this trust that they've been blocking for you. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Hangman in reverse. Situation's about to get flipped on its head. You're being seen for being completely capable, maybe a little bit off-putting, maybe a little bit direct, not necessarily rude. I think people that are hiding things don't like your questions. Somebody's trying to put something in your food with the grub, something in your water, your beverages. This is a professional that did this to you. Eight of Pentacles. A professional. It was their job. They got paid to do it. Okay, we've got the Six of Swords and the Chariot that flipped over. Every time one of these people got paid to harm you, they mysteriously had to leave their job suddenly, swiftly. Oh, I got a new job over here. Oh, I got a new job over there. No, what you got was fucking arrested, I think. What you got was investigated. What you got was busted. Busted. Exposed. Secrets are coming to light. There's a log of something. There's a care log. Every time there's billing being done. Every time this person was seen, there is a log of it. This torment by these professionals is literally being billed. They're getting paid. Queen of Swords in reverse. There's the rude. You speak too much truth. You're too shrewd. You're too shrewd. Too direct. Direct and honest is rude. We like pretty lies. We like beating around the bush. This is somebody who is divergent. They don't communicate in subtleties. They think it's confusing. Confusing. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Somebody doesn't communicate with subtleties. They're direct. It blocks confusion that way. They thought this person thinks it's respectful to be honest and direct with people, and they're being told it's rude because everybody else likes to lie. They don't want this person to be able to take care of themselves. They don't want them to be seen as independent at all, because they're taking from this person. They're blocking this trust. They're possibly blocking this person from being able to have a relationship, or this is somebody that they were in a relationship with that snaked them. I mean, if you look around the cup, there is a constrictor there. It's like somebody is feeling squeezed and squeezed. There is one person in this group of professionals that's going to turn. There's somebody that's going to turn. Two of Swords. Somebody that's going to cut the whole situation out at the heart, at the root. It's going to be like a bad plantar wart on your foot. It's going to have to be like dug out, excised. Knight of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Look. These people are going to be chasing their tails. They're going to lose everything. They're going to lose their happiness, their stability, their financial freedom, their homes, their land. These people might be getting divorces. Okay. Their recklessness does not just exist in this work situation. They carry over with this, I'm going to say, disingenuous and immoral behavior in their lives with their families as well. So these are people that are going to lose their jobs because of what they're doing here. They're going to lose their home, lose their family. There's going to be divorces. There's going to be arrests. We got the King of Cups in reverse. I said there's going to be divorces. There's a lot of emotional upheaval tied to this situation because these people are begging for leniency. We didn't know any better. We didn't know any better, but we're the professionals that, you know, knew that this person couldn't handle their own shit. But we didn't know any better how to handle our own shit and be upright citizens while we were denigrating another human being here. Shit. Do I already have this deck out? No. Okay. So tell me what is going to be the, what's the situation with the disabled adult? Who is the disabled adult here? We've already got into the professionals who were hurting this person because they're rude, because they communicate differently, because they, oh, well, Two of Swords energy again. These people are blocked by this energy. This adult, this disabled adult is blocking these people, cutting them out of their life. Indiscriminately, I'm hearing everybody's got to go because nobody can be trusted. It's all a big group. Everybody's got to go. Nobody can be trusted. We got the Ten of Swords to the Nine of Wands, both in reverse. So this disabled adult is trying to ferret out the snakes, and the only thing they can do is literally cut every single person off because they're pulling the swords out of their own back. I'm seeing a dog with porcupine quills all up in its muzzle, completely unrelated to the reading. It's a black dog, black and white, black face, full of porcupine quills. But anyways, I segue. Somebody here is really tired of being abused. They're not going to take this shit anymore. So they're cutting everybody off. If anybody was remotely tied to this situation, they're getting cut off. Nobody's left behind with the situation. This person has been so injured by these professionals that they don't want anything to do with any of them. Can you imagine calling somebody rude while you're literally blocking them from having some sort of, I don't know, financial stability or trust? Oh, is there somebody that really wants control of this person? I'm thinking there is some sort of documentation here given to this Emperor energy by these professionals, or there's somebody that's in charge of these professionals. Ten of Cups in reverse just landed on top of the Ten of Cups in reverse. Somebody does not want you to be happy or have any kind of beautiful life. They want control of what is yours, and these professionals are helping them. Whatever this trust situation is, it's like I'm hearing J.G. Wentworth. It's my money and I need it now. Okay. Somebody here is just, the Empress in reverse. Look, somebody has really been knocked down and affected and damaged by what these people have done. It's not like you can just be like, oops, I'm sorry. Can you just forgive me? No, probably not so much, right? Oh, So this disabled adult is they're very upset. They're sick and tired knowing everybody that worked together to hurt them, to take from them, to steal from them, all because they said, you're rude. We don't like you. You got a bad temper. Somebody that's being abused is probably going to, I don't know, defend themselves. And probably not in a nice way. Imagine that. Cycle's over. Cycle's over for this disabled adult. You don't have to go through this torture anymore. You're processing, finding out everybody that actually was part of this situation to come against you. You know that they're asking for leniency, and you're like, book them, Dano. Book them, Dano. Hit them with everything. Hit them with every charge you could hit them with. Right? These people were paid to support you. They were literally billing hours while they were abusing you. We've got the Six of Swords that landed over here on the upright. You had to leave this situation behind. You have had to expose what has gone on. People don't like that. People say it's rude. People don't like somebody's directness. And oh my gosh, if you speak the truth, you have a flash temper. That's interesting. Let's get another deck, you guys. So our disabled adult here is reeling from the damage that has been done to them, because nobody wants this person to be able to be independent and on their own 2 feet, creative in taking care of themselves. Nope, this person can't take care of himself. We have to do it for them. And then when we have access to what's theirs, we're not going to give it to them. We're just going to take it for ourselves and say that we've been passing it along, but we haven't. How rude. Somebody better get their ass in gear. There needs to be a meet and greet about this message. Somebody needs to tell you what's going on. Somebody here is going to spill the beans. They're going to tell the truth. Somebody's going to have the courage of the cowardly lion here. We've got 2 butterflies back to back. We've got message, and then we've got transformation in the reverse. See, the people that did this to you never anticipated on you changing anything about yourself. They anticipated you regressing, going backwards. If we torment this person enough, we're going to be able to prove our position, because they're not going to be able to take care of themselves. Well, yeah, that's what happens when you beat somebody down emotionally, mentally, whether it's physically, financially. If there's a concerted, coordinated effort to destroy another person, jealousy, put the evil eye on their life because they don't deserve what's theirs, they can't handle it. It's better for us to handle it because they're rude. And we're just going to steal, and then we're in the right. This is the logic that's going on with this situation here. There's too many cards, but I'll take them. We've got boundaries. So you can feel this evil eye, and you got your hackles up. Look, there's that flash temper all of a sudden. It cracks me up how people will poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear, and then when the bear eats your fucking face, the bear's the problem. The bear should have meditated, right? The bear needs to stay chill. The bear should just take it because we're the professionals. Well, things are about to shift right now because somebody has sat with themselves long enough to know they're not the problem. Sat with themselves long enough to realize they needed to shift gears and put foots in asses. This person is really working on healing themselves. This disabled adult is more of a healer than the professionals who were billing for their time to run this person into the ground, earth. There's that trust again. And Divine Masculine, which was like the Emperor card. Somebody's getting their shit together. Somebody's putting their foot in asses. Somebody is getting ready to take action because they know what's been taken. I'm thinking this person actually had a part of it, and this might be the person that's asking for leniency here. Remember, there was somebody that wanted to control everything because you couldn't control it for yourself. Let's get a shadow on that. Tell me why this was even done. What is a character trait of these people, paid professionals who are a support care team, who tormented a disabled adult? We're going to string them along. Every time they really need us, we're going to cancel. Every time that they don't need to be here, we're going to have them here 3 times a week. Just so we can bill. But we're going to drive this person into the ground, and then we're going to, say they're crazy and take what's meant for them. Because we're the professionals. Defiance in reverse. This person, this disabled individual, did not defy the advice of these professionals. They stood up for themselves. They advocated for themselves, and it was viewed as rude. People who have a degree neglect the fact that somebody living in the body for more years than the teacher has studied or the medical professional has studied that particular, I don't know, ailment, whatever you want to call it, diagnosis. Somebody's that's informed is going to learn about themselves. They're going to be active. They're going to advocate in their own healthcare because they've been going on for so long that they've got an entire care team to handle their complex situation. If this entire care team is coordinated care, this person is the one that has all of the information based on who they have touched and who they've talked to, who they've seen, what medications they're on, what treatment programs they've been through, what their body feels like, and you can't even get this care team to have a meeting with you together. But they're going to steal. Summer in reverse. This happened last summer, in a past summer. Got hot-headed and stood up and said, look, I've been through X, Y, Z. Here's the information. Here's the proof. Here's the notes. Here's the backup. Here's all the times. This is what I think. And they're like, you're rude. We're professional. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You only live in the body. Door of Dreams in reverse. And Entanglement in reverse. Everything in this deck seems to be coming out in reverse. These people blocked you from pursuing your dreams by keeping you stuck in a situation, in a mess of a situation, in an uncoordinated situation for way too long. And they got paid to do it. That's the key. That's the key to the situation. Follow the money. It was all about the money, keeping somebody going as long as possible. Keeping somebody going as long as possible. What is the closing energy for this going to be? The overall closing energy for this disabled adult, and then one for the professionals. Please and thank you. 2 cards, Spirit. What is the overall closing energy for this disabled adult? Strength. Stay strong. You have to dig in your heels and you got to stand 10 toes down. Fuck them if they think you're rude. This is your body, your life. They don't know you better than you. Shit. All right, tell me about the professionals and what the future is holding for them. What's the overall closing energy for these professionals that tormented a disabled adult? The Hanged. Oh, nope, the Magician in reverse. Backfire. All that energy, all that creative coordination as a care team to purposefully block somebody from what could actually help them take care of themselves, it's going to backfire in a big ass way. A big, big bad way. And it's going to be happening right now, the present. I don't know, it seems like it's pretty imminent energy to me, y'all. Whoever this person is that has been tormented, I am so sorry for you. And whoever tormented somebody that you are literally paid to take care of because you can't deal with the symptomology of their diagnoses, fuck you. All right, I'm going to close out there, you guys. Remember, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit, so the fuck can you. Black Betty out. We'll see you this afternoon for mids.